Salut tout le monde! Are you ready for a weekend getaway to Paris? In today's video, we'll be planning a 2-day trip in French, covering key vocabulary and grammar to make travel planning a breeze for you. By the end, you'll be able to set your own agenda, your own plans using the right words and phrases in French. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Number one on the list today is how to talk about dates and times in French. So, parler des dates et des heures. Let's start with how to specify the date and time of our trip. As a grammar focus, we need to understand that dates in French are typically written as le, the day that we want to express, and the month. So, Saturday, November 5th would be le, then the day Saturday is samedi. Lastly, we have November, November. Now, we have also the day number, which is covered in the day scenario. So we'll have le samedi 5 novembre, ou Sunday November 6 will be le dimanche Sunday 6 novembre. 6 novembre. So let's take a look at some examples on how we could express our plans, specifying dates and time. Nous partons le samedi 5 novembre. We're leaving on Saturday, November 5th. Or, nous revenons le dimanche 6 novembre. We're coming back on Sunday, November 6th. So, here we have two new verbs, which are partir, which means to leave, and revenir, which means to come back. Next, on the items of grammar for today, we have les prépositions à, un, and the articles le, la. Now, we use a to express time, so specific times, hours, and so on. And we also use it to express locations regarding city names. So, we use a to express at 9 a.m., à 9 heures. Here we said du matin. Now, we use du matin or du soir when we're thinking in the 12-hour system. However, French people tend to, think in the 24-hour systems. So if you're scheduling a meeting or with a French representative or anything like that, it's better to schedule it in the 24-hour system. So basically, if you want to communicate that you want to be for the meeting to be at 4 p.m., you're going to use 16 hours basically. So 4 hours after 12. 4 plus 12 will become 16. So 16 hours. Okay. So we'll have the 16 heures in this scenario. Or if you want at 9 a.m., it's going to be 9 heures. Okay, and 9 heures will refer to 9 a.m., while 21 heures will refer to 9 p.m. Now, a can be used also with city names. À Bucharest, à Paris, à Rome, and so on. We use un to talk about feminine countries such as France, la Roumanie, en Roumanie, en France, so feminine names of countries. Or we can also use un with month names. When we say we are going to live in November, for example, en novembre, in November. Now let's see some examples of sentences with this information. Nous arriverons à Paris à 9 heures. We'll arrive in Paris at 9 a.m. Je vais partir en novembre. I want to leave in November. If you have any more questions or maybe you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, don't forget to either leave a comment with your questions because I check all the comments and I will get back to them and answer them one by one, or check the description box to see more details about my courses and the webinars that I'm preparing each and every week. So, and also the study groups that I'm managing. Now, let's continue with talking about the tenses that are most commonly used when planning a trip. So, we're going to use present tense to talk about facts or current plans. For example, je pars demain. I am leaving tomorrow. Or Future tense. We use je vais plus the infinitive for informal future or the future simple for more formal statements. Now, if you don't know how to form these two, especially the future simple, I will link in the description box as well a video exactly on how to form the future simple and how to use it in different contexts, and also how to uh, not confuse it with other tenses as well. Um, as an example, you can see here partirai. Je partirai à 9 heures. I leave at 9 a.m. We use also conditional tense, either to express possibilities. So maybe you will you maybe will want to expose some to ask for an opinion to decide between different possibilities. So you need to say I would like to go there, but I would like to also go there. Okay, and you would say j'aimerais or je voudrais, and so on. So you need to use the conditional tense. Again, I'm going to link in the video description the tutorial for this one as well. Um, then it's also used, of course, to talk about preferences, because if you're going to say I would like that, then it's a preference. And also polite requests, because when you're going on a trip, you're definitely going to go somewhere to eat, or um, maybe when you're going to the reception, you're going to ask for a service. Okay, generally when you're asking for a service, whether you're going to an institution or you're going on a trip or anything like that, you're going to need to be respectful. In order to be respectful, you need to make a polite request with the conditional tense. So je voudrais partir en train, I would like to leave by train, or je voudrais faire le check-in. Okay, I would like to do the check-in. Or je voudrais faire le check-out. I would like to do the check-out. And so on. Now let's take a look at how we'll go about talking when we're talking about means of transportation, or maybe some touristical attractions and so on. So generally, when you're going to plan a trip, you're going to want to know where you eat. So les restaurants, or le restaurant, or the restaurant. You're going to need to know train stations, la gare or les gares, right? Train stations. You're going to know the hotel where you're staying, l'hôtel. Maybe you know the hotel name, so you're going to ask où est l'hôtel X, and means of transportation such as la voiture, le train, le tram, le métro, le taxi, and that would be basically the ones that come to my mind right now. And lastly, you need to know the last one, l'avion, okay, which is the plane that is going to be found at the airport, l'aéroport, l'aéroport. So, Paris, le train, le tram, l'hôtel, le métro, la gare, le restaurant, la voiture, l'aéroport, l'avion. Now, let's see some example sentences with these notions. Nous prenons le train pour aller à Paris. So, we'll take the train, or we are going to take the train, or we are taking the train to go to Paris, or rather, in order to go to Paris. Pour means in order to. To go, aller, to Paris, à Paris. Or, nous resterons dans un hôtel près de la gare. We will stay, to stay somewhere or to remain somewhere, will be translated using the verb rester. Okay, nous resterons, we will stay. Dans is a preposition of place, it means in. Dans un hôtel, okay, do not pronounce the H, it's not an hotel, it's an hotel. Okay, a hotel. Near, près de, it means near, près de. La gare, the train station. Okay, so having done that, let's also see a small conversation regarding some plans in French. Quand partons-nous pour Paris? Nous partons le samedi 5 novembre à 9 heures. Super! Nous restons dans quel hôtel? Nous avons réservé un hôtel près de la gare. And that's it. There's nothing more that you need to know to talk about your plans for your next trip. So tell me in the comments right now, where are you going to go for the next trip and what plans do you have once you reach there? Try to make all the conversation in French. Where you don't know, you can use the English word and I will provide an explanation or the word in French for you. You have the basics of planning a weekend trip in French. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and let us know where you're going to go next, as well as check the description box to know more about my courses, how I can help you improve your pronunciation in French, how I can help you improve your grammar, vocabulary knowledge in French at very decent prices. And of course, if you want a one-on-one session, I am always available to schedule with the link down below. Merci et à bientôt.